What is going on, guys? Fitcho here and welcome back to my MotoGP 17 career mode. Today we're here for episode number 9 and round 8 of the Moto3 World Championship, and today is possibly the biggest race of the season. It is the Assen TT, one of the most famous races on the entire MotoGP calendar and one of my favorites as well. Assen, simply awesome. Just on the weekend there was the real life Assen TT, and that race in both Moto3 and MotoGP was absolutely insane. Hopefully we can have another amazing race here in our little career mode. But without further ado, let's head to not Holland, it's the Netherlands now. I'm going to trigger so many of my Dutch fans right there. Let's head to Assen anyway. Let's go. So here we are in Assen, and in typical Assen fashion, the weather is going to play a major role in today's qualifying session. It is absolutely pissing it down, heavy rain for today's qualifying session. Without further ado, let's head to the track. Here we go, we're on track here at Assen for today's qualifying session as we head down through the timber chicane and out onto the start finish straight to start our first timed lap here in qualifying as the timer starts. As we cross the start finish line now, down towards the first corner, hard on the brakes, down to second gear for the first of a series of right-handers. The second right-hander is normally flat on a Moto3 bike, and now we have to jump onto the brakes for a tight right-hander, and this really does tighten up for the second bit, and you got to take a late apex through here. Is now up to the famous left-hand hairpin called Struben. It's important to get a very good exit off Struben, and it sets up the run all the way down this back stretch as we open up the throttle all the way up through the gears as we're fastest through the first split. I didn't see how much we were faster by, but we were fastest up into 6th gear through this fast right hand, then onto the brakes for this left-hander down to about 4th gear. A pretty nice run through those. We run it a little bit wide now down to Steckenville, another faster sector. In fact, we're fastest because no one else has set a time. No wonder it's not telling me the split. Of course we're going to be fastest as well if no one else has set a time. Is now down to this left-hander, a tricky left-hander in 2nd gear, now up towards a right-hander. I will admit I don't know that many corner names here at Assen, but I do know this one, Dukersloot, and it's a kind of cool name, kind of weird name. I do like the name of that corner as we run it a little bit wide, but it is important to get a good exit off Dukersloot because it sets up the run all the way down to the timber chicane in the final proper corner, or the final braking corner on the track, as now we head through the famous ramshack corner, down a gear onto the brakes a little bit. It's very fast and so easy to do exactly that and run it a little bit wide. Is now down to the timber chicane. So many famous moments through this chicane, down to 1st gear, and now we power out up towards the start finish line. Our time is a 1:50.192. I have no idea how that time is compared to the rest of the field, as no one else has set a time, but we'll find out very, very shortly. This has been a pretty good lap so far, fastest through the first 3 splits. We've got a slipstream as well from Sasaki as we head up to the final few corners on the lap through the ramshack corner. A little bit wide on the entrance, not the best run through there, and now down towards the timber chicane all the way down to 1st gear. Flick the bike across the second apex, back on the power up towards the start finish line. It's a 49.1, and that puts us 1st place by half a second. There we go, another pole position, this time here in a very wet Assen circuit, and Mia is alongside us on the front row of the grid, and so is Aaron Canet. It seems like we have that front row of the grid a lot of the time, at least the top two, me and Mia, going head to head for pole position, and this time I have come out on top by half a second there over Mia. And then you got Jorge Martin in 4th, Romano Finardi 5th, Nicolo Bulliger in 6th, Fabio Di Gianantonio 7th, John McPhee 8th, and Mino last on the 3rd row of the grid. Then Enea Bastianini in 10th, our teammate Nicolo Antonelli in 11th, and Philip Erdl rounding out the 4th row of the grid. It's race day here in Assen, and the weather still looks very, very gloomy, but I can't see any visible rain really falling right now, unless it's like very, very misty rain, I should say. But if I look at the top right corner of the screen on the little weather graphic, it looks like it is supposed to be raining, so it's going to be a very interesting Grand Prix here in Assen, a typical Assen race with a very big unknown over the weather. But without further ado, let's get into it.
few short moments away from the start of the Grand Prix here at Assen. The Dutch TT ready to put the riders through their paces yet again.
Here we go, it is race time here in Assen, and as you can see we are on the rain tyre. As the revs rise, the lights come on, and it's lights out, and away we go. The Assen TT is underway, and the track is visibly wet, but there is no visible rain falling at this stage, so the track might just dry up throughout this race, and we hold on to the lead down into the first corner. Mir thought about it up our inside, but he couldn't make that work as we hold on to the lead of this Grand Prix. We go a little bit wide out on the curb, and here comes Aaron Canet up our inside. We're going to dive back up his inside, and we retake the lead of this Grand Prix. We don't want to lose this. Now Mir is trying up our inside into this right hand. He's run it very, very wide, and Bulliger has capitalized and jumped to the lead of this race. And now we're going to get in the slipstream of the VR46 Academy rider as we flick right up his inside and back into the lead of this Dutch TT. And across the line to end lap number 1 of 11 here in Assen, and we are leading. We have a big pack right behind us. We run a little bit deep into turn number 1, and that could just give them, I should say, the opportunity to make an overtake, but it doesn't look like anyone is quite close enough at this stage. But just commenting on the weather, some parts of the track are definitely wetter than others, and I can't really see that much rain. As I say that, I just saw a little bit. It's very weird how the weather is right now, as there is a little bit of rain starting to fall around the Struben corner. But it was pretty dry down the other end of the circuit from memory. I take that back. The rain is now really starting to fall here as we head down towards the top end of the circuit. The rain is just getting heavier here in Assen. Oh, Mir's giving me a hit up the arse, and he's crashed. Mir is off the bike. He's hit us up the arse on the brakes and fallen off his motorcycle. I'm not too sure what on earth Mir was thinking right there, and he has paid the price for his stupidity, I must say. And he is down, and that is going to that's going to really help us in the championship and really hurt him. We have a great opportunity to extend our lead and put it beyond just one single race victory. Oh, here comes Aaron Canet up the inside at Struben, and Jorge Martinez followed him through, and we've been dropped down to third place. We're now in the slipstream of Jorge Martin down this long back straight. Can we look to his inside? Yes, we can, and to the inside of Aaron Canet, and back into the lead of this Dutch TT, just like that. Just try not to run the bike too wide, and we just keep it on the track. But here comes Aaron Canet. He's trying it up our inside through Steckenvale, but he couldn't make that move stick. Oh, we've run very, very wide out on the curb, and this has given Aaron Canet a golden opportunity. He takes it and up into the lead of the Dutch TT is now the far stretch up towards, oh, Canet just parking the bus in front of us. Can we sneak up the inside at the Ramshoek corner? Yes, we can. And back into the lead of this Dutch Grand Prix, but he's coming back up our inside into the Timmer chicane. We've gone through there in second gear instead of first, and somehow managed to hold on to the position as we start lap number 5 of 11 here in Assen, as we head down towards turn number 1 onto the brake. Here comes Aaron Canet up our inside, try to get a good exit, but it looks like he's got that move done. But can we try it up the inside into this right-hander? We're not quite close enough to the back of Aaron Canet. Can we try something up the inside here? We can try it. He's taking a very late apex, careful of Canet, and he gives us some spaces now into Struben. Get a good exit off here as Canet has run it very, very wide as we're right on the back of his rear tyre now as we head down this long back stretch up the inside of Aaron Canet and back into the lead of this Assen TT. It looks like the guys have been fighting a little bit right behind us. So we start lap number 6. We have a 1 second lead back to Aaron Canet in second place. This is our opportunity to break away at the front of this race. Oh, Jorge Martin is trying up our inside, and Bulliger is trying to follow him through, and it looks like they've got that move done. Can we try it back up the inside of Struben? We can get the move done on Bulliger as Martin runs it very, very wide. And we're now going side by side with Jorge Martin down the long back straight here in Assen. He's going to have the inside line for the next corner. Can we try to brave it around the outside. Yes, we can get the bike stopped for this next corner, which we do so successfully, and we retake the lead of this Assen TT. Oh, Jorge Martin's trying up the inside of the right-hander. Bulega is following him through. Bulega, in fact, is taking the lead of this race as Canet is pushing his way up into second place, and just like that, I've been shuffled all the way back to fourth place. We're on the back of Jorge Martin right now. We've got the run. Can we look up his inside? Yes, we can. It's going to turn to the outside. Around the outside now into the Ramshook corner. Around the outside of Canet and Bulega. Careful not to run it a little bit wide, and we lose out to Jorge Martin. We drop back down to fourth place, just a little bit fast through the fast left-hander. A decent run now through the timber chicane, up the inside of Jorge Martin and back into third place as we start lap number 8 of 11 here in Assen, as Bulega is going for a move for the lead on Aaron Canet, and he's made that stick. Bulega is now the race leader. Canet in second, myself in third place. Can we try something up the inside here? This corner does open up and then tighten again. A great opportunity to stick it up the inside, but Canet is going for the move on Bulega, and he pulls that off as now into Struben. Can we look up the inside of Bulega? Canet has run it very, very wide, and that's made Bulega check up. We've got the better run around the outside of Bulega now in the slipstream of Aaron Canet. We've just tapped the back of his bike, and that's killed our momentum and lost us a chance of getting past Aaron Canet as we head into this very fast right-hander. Now we flick back to the left, try to get a nice run up the inside of Aaron Canet, up the inside at Steckenvale, up his inside and back into the lead of this Assen TT, and we have held on to it. I thought we were going to run a bit wide there for a second. We hold on to the lead as we have 3 and a bit laps to go here in the Netherlands. Oh, we got on that curb a little bit. Is this going to get anyone up our insides? We head up towards the ramshack, getting a little bit wide, braking on the curb. That's going to really hurt us. We head down towards the timber chicane. Anyone going to dive up our inside? Aaron Canet is going to dive up our inside. We try to cover off Bulega, and we do so successfully. A little bit of contact is now on the back of Aaron Canet to his outside as we start lap number 9 of 11. The third last lap is we're 3 wide as we head down towards turn number 1, and Bulega looks like he's jumped all the way up into the lead of this Grand Prix as Jorge Martin is trying it up our insides. We're giving the back of Canet's bike a little bit of a tap, and we've dropped down to 4th place. We're going to chuck it back up the inside of Jorge Martin through the right-hander and back into 3rd place. Has now got Aaron Canet directly in front of us. We're on his outside. We're going to swap back to the inside. He's running it a little bit wide, but we've followed him as he has a good long look over his shoulder. You'll see myself and Jorge Martin. We are now heading to his outside. We haven't quite got the run, so we're going to slot back into his slipstream through the fast right-hander up his inside, and now to the outside of Bulega, around the outside of the fast left-hander and back into the lead of the Dutch TT as we now head into Steckenvale. And it looks like we're going to hold on to the lead. We run a little bit wide. This is going to give them the opportunity to attack back at this next left-hander. Is anyone going to dive up my inside as we head into this left-hander? No one is. And we hold on to the lead for now. Oh, Jorge Martin is pushing up our inside, and Bulega has followed him through at the Struben corners now onto the long back straight. We're in the slipstream of Bulega, who's in the slipstream of Jorge Martin up towards this very fast right-hander around the outside. We've given Bulega a little bit of a tap, and he's gone very, very sideways. Now Canet is trying to get involved in this around the outside of Bulega. I'm not too sure if he made that move sick. I think he may just have. As now Jorge Martin is out in the lead of this race with 1 and a bit laps to go. We're going to have to try to chase him down. We're about to start the final lap here in Assen. We're right on the back of Jorge Martin. We're in his slipstream as he head down towards turn number 1. We're not quite close enough right now. Through Dukas Loop for the final time in today's races. We're now on the final stretch down towards the final chicane. It's the last lap. We're in 2nd place. We've got Jorge Martin in our slides up towards the fast left-hander. Can we try it around his outside? No, up the inside. Try not to run it too wide, a little bit wide through the Ramshack corner. But we hold on down into the timber chicane. He's not going to try it up our inside. We run it a little bit deeper. Sloppy exit through there. A bad run. But I think it's going to be good enough up towards the line. And we're going to win The Dutch TT here in Assen. What a race that was. It came down right to the last couple of corners. We came away with the victory by only a tenth over Jorge Martin, with Nico Bulliger getting that final spot on the podium. Then you got Aaron Canet finishing in 4th place in front of Romano Fernardi. Then Mino in 6th. Johan Mir finished in 7th place. After his early fall, he fought back to 7th place. A few points there for Mir, but still, with our 3rd race victory in a row, we've extended our championship lead even further. Then you got John McPhee in 8th, Philip Erdl in 9th, our teammate Nicolo Antonelli rounding out the top 10. In the championship, like I said, we've extended our lead even further. We now have a 41-point advantage over Mir. We're sitting on 163 points. Mir only on 122. Then you got Aaron Canet, only 5 points behind Mir, and then Bulliger in 4th. Martin is in 5th, with Mino in 6th, and our teammate sitting in 7th place. In the Constructors' standings, KTM continue to lead with 186 points, 33 points more than Honda, who sit in 2nd place. And of course, you've got Mahindra and Peugeot, who's still not scored a single point. So that'll do it for today, guys. Next time out, we head to Germany, specifically to the Sachsenring for the 9th round of the championship, but that'll be in the next episode. So that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fitcho, and I'll see you all next time.